Hi Kinders, welcome back. It's Miss Rachel, and today we're here for lesson number 2 of Mind Up. Today we're going to go over the 3 parts of the brain that we went through last week. We're also going to be talking about how we can make mindful decisions in our everyday life. We're going to read a silly book about dinosaurs, and then we're going to take it outside and learn all about our 5 senses. So let's get started. The first part of our brain that we talked about last week was the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex, or the PFC, is the part of the brain that helps you to make good decisions. Number 2, the amygdala. The amygdala is the part of your brain that keeps you safe, your security guard, or like your superhero. Number 3, the hippocampus. The hippocampus is the part of the brain that helps you to store good memories. And I know these are some tough words, but don't worry. You have your worksheet to look them over with, and also by the end of the 6 lessons, you'll know them all by heart. Now we're going to go over 4 parts of mindful decisions that help you make good choices. So for example, I have mindful choices, mindful environment, mindful play, and mindful words. And I went ahead and I sent these to you so you guys can come up with some examples of your own. But I'm going to give you a couple on each, and then I want you to really think about it on how you can be mindful on your everyday world with your choices, your environment, your play, and your words. So for choices, every time you make a mindful choice or a decision, it should be thought with thoughtfulness and kindness. So I want you to think about that. Number 2 is your environment. 2 examples of being mindful for our environment would be recycling and saving water. So not running the water when you're brushing your teeth, or if you have water bottles, you can put them in the recycle bin. Number 3 is mindful play. We should always include others and share. So think about that. And then mindful words, which are so many. But I always think of please and thank you, which is so important. So I want you to come up with a few of your own. I know you can do it. And then maybe write them down and think about it and how you can be mindful in your everyday life. So let's read a story kind of about that. It's called How Do Dinosaurs Eat Their Food? And we're going to see, I'm laughing because sometimes these dinosaurs are not being very mindful. So let's get started with how do dinosaurs eat their food? It's a silly one. How does a dinosaur eat all his food? Does he burp? Does he belch or make noises? Quite rude. Does he pick at his cereal, throw down his cup, hoping to make someone else pick it up? I don't know if that's a right choice. Does he fuss? Does he fidget or squirm in his chair? Does he flip his spaghetti high in the air? Gosh, I hope not. Does a dinosaur glare? Silly. How does a dinosaur eat all his food? Does he spit out his broccoli partially chewed? That sounds gross. Does he bubble his milk? Stick beans up his nose? Ew! Does he squeeze juicy oranges with his big toes? No, he says please and thank you. He sits very still. He's making a good choice. He eats all before him with smiles and goodwill. He tries everything new, at least one small bite. He makes no loud noises that isn't polite. He never drops anything onto the floor, and after he's finished, he asks for some more. Please. Eat up, little dinosaur. I love that book. It's so silly. All right, my friends, in a few minutes, I'll see you outside, and we're going to be working on our 5 senses. See you in a bit. I just wanted to show you my backyard, because a lot of your senses you can use in your backyard. For example, if you want to see some beautiful flowers, you can go ahead and touch them, smell them, feel them. I have some red roses back here that are just beautiful, so I thought I would share them with you. The sound of a windmill or I don't know what that's actually called, spin wheel. Makes a lot of noise. Also, I wanted to introduce you to my dog, Kelly. Kelly. There she is. And she loves treats. So I'm going to give her a treat. You can see her. Her name's Kelly. She loves to taste her treats. And I love to pet her. She's one of my favorite things. I love to look at her, be with her. Come on, Kelly, let's show them around. Anyway, this is my beautiful backyard, and I would love to hear about some of your senses in your backyard. Can you hear some birds? I can kind of hear some birds. I don't know if you can hear them. I can see all the flowers. Callie got to eat some of her treats. Here's some more, sweetie. There you go. Anyway, share some of your ideas. I would love to know about your 5 senses and what you found in your backyard through seeing, touching, hearing, tasting, smelling, and seeing. Enjoy your day. Bye, Kinder. See you next week.